demanding for a thing, for a freedom, what I expected them to do is to come together, to call IPOB and call Igbos in that table to make peace. Because when we're talking about people that love this country, Igbos love Nigeria so much. With what is happening today, shows that Nigeria doesn't care for Igbo. Okay, now look at what is happening. They add more charges. They add more charges the previous one. Now, instead of to make peace, they're adding fire on top of what is happening. So that one shows every of us that the government is not ready to negotiate with IPOB and they're not ready to negotiate with Nnamdi Kanu. And what we are demanding is that if you want to negotiate with Nnamdi Kanu, release him first. Release him unconditional. When you release him unconditional, then you can call them on one table. Then when you call them on that table, you can discuss and plan way forward of this.
The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja on Tuesday adjourned the hearing of the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, till Wednesday, January 19, 2022. The adjournment followed Mr. Kanu's complaints that the federal government failed to promptly serve him the fresh 15-count amended charge it brought before the court. The federal government had earlier filed an amended 15-count charge bordering on acts of terrorism against the leader of IPOB at the Federal High Court in Abuja. The IPOB leader, through his team of lawyers led by Senior Advocate of Nigeria Mike Ezekome, accused the government of denying him the necessary facility to defend the charge against him. Mr. Ezekome told the court that the amended charge was served to them barely 24 hours to the scheduled hearing. He said, "My lord, the proposed amended charge was served to us yesterday evening. As I speak to you, my lord, the defendant, who was just brought in, has not even seen the charge which he is being told to enter his plea. With due respect, that is not justice, it is ambushing. I know that the Administration of Criminal Justice Act allows them to amend, but this is the 6th amendment they are making, and each time they do it, they serve us a day to the hearing, just to frustrate the trial." A lead counsel to Mr. Kanu, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, speaking to newsmen on the new charges by the federal government, said,
"The essence of filing this new amendment, and yesterday, 24 hours before the date started for the hearing of this pending application, is nothing but to truncate the proceedings of today, because they know they have no case against him, and the 7-count amended charge they earlier filed against him, we have been able to demystify it, all the counts in our application challenging the decision of the court to hear the matter. So, and they have nowhere to run to, only for them to file this amended 15-count charge, which is even more worse than what happened before. And we intend to react. So we intend to react to this new amendment, and hopefully by tomorrow we'll file and we'll respond to it. We have to serve them our response to the new amendment and bail applications, because we need to accommodate the expansion they made, because it's full of duplication of charge, and also repetition of what they said in count 1, count 2, count 3, so which is more or less frivolous and worthless. So we address it tomorrow, and before he will take his plea.
Mr. Ejiofor, speaking on the previous orders of the court granting the embattled IPOB leader the right to visitations by his family, change of clothes, maximum comfort possible in the detention facility, amongst others, said,
DSS facilities couldn't be a convenient place for him to be during trial, because he can't get a fair trial while here. We have our residents who have advanced before the courts. First of all, he's been subjected to solitary confinement, where he's daily exposed to mental torture and psychological torture. So that has been advanced before the court. And the visiting room they allocated for him for our visit is totally booked. So he cannot effectively interact with him in the room and also discuss privilege matters in that room, because it's booked and they are listening to every conversation we are having with him there. This has also been advanced before the court today.
Meanwhile, the prosecution team, led by Mohammed Labaran from the Federal Ministry of Justice, is saying he was not opposed to the court granting a short adjournment to enable the defense lawyers to study the charge. The trial judge, Justice Binta Nyako, before adjourning the case, ordered the Department of State Services to allow Mr. Kanu to have a change of clothes. Nyako said, "I don't want to see him in this cloth again. This one is almost off-white. Also make sure that you allow him to exercise. As the case went on inside the court, some lawyers and journalists were held back outside of the court and prevented from entering the court or standing close to the court. Sonny Anyanwu, one of the lawyers to Nnamdi Kanu, who was also barred from entering the court, could not hide his anger.
The federal government, the DSS, allow few lawyers. Even the white man from US, was not even allowed into the court. Again, the man is standing outside the court. He was not even allowed. They allow only few lawyers. Mike Ozogume, as you know, is the lead counsel leading for Nnamdi Kanu. Some of us who were identified as talking to the press, they did not allow us to go inside. We've been standing there for hours.
In a rather curious turn of events, a group, allegedly being sponsored by the federal government, stormed the court premises, waving flags and showing solidarity to the government. No one turned them back, even as supporters of Nnamdi Kanu who were chanting their solidarity songs were being dispersed by the police. Barrister Anyanwu, reacting to this, said,
This other group, very close to the court, are the group sponsored by the federal government. All of us will know. The main terrorists are the one protesting. Now brandishing Nnamdi Kanu as a terrorist. That is stupid of them. You understand me? The security men allow them. You can see, allow them into the court. They are there now, and almost entering the court. But this other group chatting. You can see chatting, ordinary chatting. They are not armed, nothing, no flag, nothing. They refuse to allow them. They will come and chase them away, but they allow this other group, controlled by the security men. And you come and tell me we are in one Nigeria. Please, I should not be addressed as a Nigerian. I'm ashamed for what Nigeria. If you call me a Biafran, I will answer. If you call me a Biafran, I will answer. Let them come and pick me, no problem. If you call me Biafran, I will answer. Because if I'm a Nigerian, why would they allow some group and chase other group away? Why? Why wouldn't they allow me to enter the court? I was duly called to Nigerian bar. I'm duly roped, fully roped, and I was asked not to enter the court because they identify my face as someone who talks to the press. That is my sin.